unveiling myths and legends. Welcome to legendary folklore. Beneath the vast blue sky, where the horizon kissed the churning sea, the mighty Poseidon ruled. He was the god of the ocean, master of storms, bringer of earthquakes, and the creator of the horse, a being both revered and feared by mortals and gods alike. With his trident in hand, Poseidon could raise islands from the depths or reduce them to ruins with a single strike. But behind his stormy eyes lay a soul torn between divine duty, pride, and an unquenchable thirst for recognition. Poseidon was born among the first Olympian gods, a child of the mighty Titans, Cronus and Rhea. When Cronus learned that one of his children was destined to overthrow him, he devoured each newborn to prevent his doom. But Rhea, desperate to save her youngest son, Zeus, tricked Cronus and hid the infant away. In time, Zeus grew strong and cunning. He returned to free his siblings, forcing Cronus to disgorge them, and thus Poseidon was reborn into the world, a god with a fierce spirit and a heart like the unending sea. The gods united under Zeus, waging a 10-year war against the Titans, known as the Titanomachy. Poseidon fought bravely beside his siblings, wielding his trident to shatter mountains and unleash torrents that drowned entire armies. When the war ended in victory, the three brothers, Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, divided the world among themselves. Zeus claimed the heavens, Hades took the underworld, and Poseidon became the sovereign of the seas. Poseidon's realm was vast and boundless, a kingdom beneath the waves where sunlight filtered through azure waters, illuminating palaces of coral and pearl. From his throne in the depths, Poseidon ruled over the creatures of the sea, dolphins, whales, and monstrous beasts unknown to the surface world. He commanded the waves, controlled the tides, and could summon storms that could sink entire fleets. But Poseidon was not content to remain beneath the surface. He often visited the lands above, where he was both worshipped and feared. Sailors prayed to him for safe passage, while coastal cities offered sacrifices to appease his wrath. For Poseidon's temper was as unpredictable as the sea, gentle and nurturing one moment, vengeful and destructive the next. Among the many tales of Poseidon, the contest for the city of Athens stands out as a testament to his pride and ambition. The city was newly founded, and its people sought a divine patron. Poseidon, eager to expand his influence on land, claimed the city as his own. But he was not the only god with interest in Athens. Athena, the wise goddess of wisdom and war, also desired the city. Zeus decreed that the people of Athens would choose their protector based on the gifts offered by each god. Poseidon stepped forward first, striking the ground with his trident. The earth trembled, and a magnificent spring burst forth. But the water was salty and undrinkable, fit for the sea but not for humans. Athena, in her wisdom, planted an olive tree, a symbol of peace and prosperity, offering food, oil, and wood. The people chose Athena's gift, and the city was named Athens in her honor. Furious at his loss, Poseidon unleashed his wrath on the city, flooding the plains and shattering the coastline with earthquakes. Yet, despite his fury, he could not change the people's choice. This defeat would forever be a sore point for the proud god, whose thirst for recognition was as deep as the ocean he commanded. Poseidon's mastery over the sea extended to another realm, the creation of horses. It is said that, in a bid to impress the goddess Demeter, Poseidon decided to create the most magnificent creature the world had ever seen. He shaped it from the foam of the sea, giving it speed like the wind and the strength of crashing waves. Thus, the horse was born, a creature as wild and powerful as the sea itself. But Poseidon's fascination with horses went beyond mere creation. He often roamed the earth in the form of a great stallion, racing through fields with the speed of a tempest. To honor him, the people held grand horse races and chariot contests, hoping to earn his favor. Poseidon was not one to forget a slight. During the Trojan War, he sided with the Greeks, who had long offered him sacrifices. But the Greeks, in their arrogance, did not fulfill their promises after their victory. Furious at their ingratitude, Poseidon sent a monstrous sea serpent to attack their ships and drown many of their warriors. He caused storms that scattered their fleet, ensuring that few would return home unscathed. Yet, Poseidon's most memorable act of vengeance was against the city of Troy itself. Long before the war, Poseidon had been tricked by King Laomedon, who had promised him a reward for building the city's walls but failed to deliver. When the Greeks besieged Troy, Poseidon took his revenge, helping them breach the city's defenses. For Poseidon, betrayal was an unforgivable sin, and he exacted his price in blood and ruin. As the god of earthquakes, Poseidon's anger was felt far and wide. When mortals offended him, he would strike the ground with his trident, causing the earth to tremble and split apart. Entire cities were reduced to rubble, swallowed by the sea. One such city was Helike, which sank beneath the waves after its inhabitants failed to honor Poseidon. The ruins of Helike became a testament to his power, a warning to those who would dare disrespect the Lord of the Sea. But Poseidon was not always a vengeful god. He was also known to protect those who honored him, granting them safe voyages and abundant catches. Sailors who prayed to Poseidon and offered sacrifices often found themselves guided by favorable winds and calm seas, while those who neglected him faced the fury of tempests and monstrous waves. Though powerful, Poseidon's personal life was filled with strife and tragedy. He fathered many children, both mortal and divine, but their fates were often marked by violence and misfortune. Among them was the giant Orion, a great hunter who was slain by Artemis. Another son, Theseus, rose to become a hero of Athens, but his life was marred by betrayal and sorrow. Poseidon's offspring were often cursed with the same fierce pride and temper as their father, leading them to tragic ends. The Cyclops Polyphemus, another of Poseidon's sons, became a symbol of his father's wrath when he was blinded by Odysseus. In revenge, Poseidon tormented Odysseus, delaying his return home for 10 long years with storms, shipwrecks, and endless trials. As time flowed like the currents of the ocean, Poseidon's influence endured. His temples stood along coasts and on islands, where people would pray for protection and safe passage. Though his wrath was feared, his blessings were sought by those who understood the power of the sea. To this day, the legacy of Poseidon lives on in tales of the mighty oceans, the trembling earth, and the galloping horses that thunder across the plains. Poseidon was more than a god of the sea. He was a force of nature, an embodiment of the ocean's beauty and terror. His story is a reminder that the elements we rely on for life can also bring destruction, that power can be both a blessing and a curse. In the depths of the ocean, where light does not reach, Poseidon's spirit still lingers, a testament to the eternal dance of the sea and the sky, of gods and mortals, of creation and destruction. The story of Poseidon is one of majesty, conflict, and the relentless force of nature. He remains a symbol of the untamed sea, a reminder that the oceans are as unpredictable as they are powerful. Whether as a protector or a destroyer, Poseidon's name echoes through the ages, as eternal as the tides he commands.